Well, AZ-104, let's do some DNS labs. My first time doing that lab. So from here, we'll have to create a DNS zone in Azure DNS. That's the website that we're gonna target. Okay, let's go to Azure portal. From here, we want to create a resource. Since it's not listed here, let's look it up in the search pane. We have tons of different options. The lab does not specify. Actually, it does specify. We want to choose that one. From here, it looks a bit differently than the lab shows, but I believe we can just press create and go from there. Yes, in basics tab, we have to fill out a couple of things. Subscription, choose your subscription, doesn't matter which one. I'm using the free one that Microsoft provided for training. Resource group, use for the exercise. Any resource group. They're not specifying. For some labs they want you to create another resource groups, but any group is fine. Here, name. The name needs to be unique in the sandbox. So all we need is to come up with a unique name. So that one should be taken, right? I'll modify it a little. From here we can just press review and create. Validation. Okay, what's next? We want to press the create button and give it a few seconds to deploy. When deployment is complete, select go to resource. Deployment succeeded. Go to resource. The overview pane for your DNS zone appears. That's our review pane. Select records set. By default. So we'll have to change some defaults here, looks like. Or no, let me figure that out. So step 9 basically says that we'll need all 4 of these when we have to update the register. That one represents our domain and is used when the other DNS servers are searching for your domain. Okay, create a DNS record. Now that the DNS zone exists, you need to create the necessary records to support the domain. The primary record is set to create the A record. The A record is set is used to point traffic from local domain name to hosting server's IP address. A record in the record set, the domain remains constant while IP addresses differ. Set. We have to go to records set screen. We're already here. Good. Open DNS zone pane for, looks like right here. Imports in our case for, okay, looks good. Records add. Okay, let's add, and looks like you'll have to add a record. Oh, we'll have to add a bunch of things. Okay. From here, that's our server. So from here we gotta add www. Can keep that one as a record. No, 1 hours is okay. You have to modify the IP address 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 according to the lab. So that's how it should look like now. 3600, good. I'll just open for you to see it as well. So here we're at this point now. Verify your global Azure DNS. So we'll use a lookup command using the terminal. And all we need to insert our address over here. Let's copy it. Let's modify it with our address. So we have like the whole thing that we can copy paste into the terminal. Copy that. Let's open the terminal. If it's your first time opening the terminal, it'll ask you to choose the resource group and subscription and so on. Just follow with these steps. Let's connect to the terminal. Okay, welcome to Azure Cloud Shell. Paste. Couldn't get the address, not found. What went wrong? Yeah, actually my bad. That's not how it should look like. That's how it should look like. So instead of that, we want that. And we can choose, I believe, any of 4 servers that we have. And that command should work. Paste. What? Okay, I see my mistake. I should have copied from here instead of from the tutorial. So any of this should actually work. So all we have to modify is, I believe we don't need the dot in the end. Okay. But it shows something. So, okay, beautiful. That's how it looks like here. That's how the tutorial shows it has to look like. You successfully set up a DNS zone and created a record. Okay, all it takes, I think the good practice is to delete the record, or maybe it doesn't matter, they should not charge you for that. Yeah, let's go back and delete it actually. Delete. Break and repair, the best way to learn. It looks like I'll have to do it 1 or 2 more times to get more familiar with it, but you get the idea. You purchase the domain from registrar, then registrar will ask you for your servers that they should communicate with, so they know how to resolve the name of your website. And yeah, thanks for stopping by.